The island of no mercy for the sick and the protectors. It was a place they never saw coming. It wasn't a prison, and it wasn't a punishment from the courts. It was a punishment from the people they thought they could outrun. The ones who would no longer sit by while the sickest people in society, the pedophiles, the abusers, the monsters, continue their reign of terror. But it wasn't just about the predators. It was about everyone who shielded them. The fucking lawyers who defended them, the judges who let them walk free, the police who did nothing while children were abused, the people who used their power to protect these monsters, thinking they were safe, thinking no one could touch them. The truth is, they were wrong. One by one, they were plucked from their comfortable lives. The ones who fed on the weak, who turned blind eyes to horror, who turned away from the cries of children. They were dragged out of their mansions, out of their offices, out of their courtrooms, and thrown into the back of a truck. They were not given a trial. They were not given a chance to defend themselves. It didn't matter how much money they had, how many friends they had in high places, how many fucking lawyers they could call. They were gone. They were dropped one by one from a plane, no warning, no safety net. The plane cuts through the sky and then, boom, they crash into the earth. It's not gentle that there's no cushion for these fuckers. They're forced to fend for themselves on an island that doesn't give a shit who they are or what they've done. And the island isn't just some paradise. They won't find palm trees and sand. They won't find a safe haven. No, they find a wasteland, a place that makes them feel the weight of their own sickness. The island is surrounded by towering walls, steel and stone, reaching higher than they could ever dream of climbing. The walls are thick, covered with barbed wire, topped with predator nets. Below those nets, alligators and other creatures of the wild circle. They can't escape. No one's coming to help. No one gives a shit anymore. No food, no water, no shelter, no help. They thought they could manipulate the law, make deals, call in favors. They thought they could keep abusing kids, abusing the powerless, because they had enough money, enough status, enough connections to make the world ignore them. But not here. Not now. Here on this island, there's nothing but their twisted minds and their own desperate survival instincts. If they can't grow food, they starve. If they can't find fresh water, they dehydrate. There are no hospitals, no doctors. If they're sick, they rot. There's nothing, no one, and they're not alone. They're surrounded by their own kind. They're surrounded by the fucking predators, the pedophiles, the ones who sexually abuse children, babies, the elderly, who can't defend themselves. They thought they were safe. They thought they were invincible. Well, guess what? The only thing that's invincible on this island is the hunger, and it doesn't stop there. The lawyers who thought they could get away with defending these sick fucks, the judges who let them off with a slap on the wrist, the police officers who turned a blind eye to the suffering. They're all here too. They thought they could make deals behind closed doors. They thought they could protect their twisted clients. But now they're all stuck in the same hell together. There's no justice here except for the one they created. The only law is survival, and it's brutal, it's unforgiving. They're forced to face what they did. Every time their stomach growls, every time they hear the snap of a tree branch underfoot, every time they feel the sting of hunger and thirst, it's a reminder of the people they destroyed, the lives they ruined, the innocent people they hurt. They can't escape. They can't run. They can't lie their way out of it. The island is a prison, a punishment, a never-ending cycle of hunger, fear and pain. There's no one to defend them, no lawyer to stand in their corner, no judge to let them walk free, no one to shield them from the consequences of their actions. The island doesn't care if they're lawyers, judges, police officers or rich fucks with connections. It doesn't care who they were before. It only cares about the monster they are. And when they die, no one buries them. No one cleans up the bones. They rot in the same hell they created for themselves. Their bodies left to decay, forgotten by the world, but remembered by the ones who suffered because of them. They can scream all they want. They can beg for mercy, but there's no mercy here. There's no one coming to save them. There's no escape. This is their fate. This is the price they pay for every single life they destroyed, every child they hurt, every victim they left broken. This is justice. This is what happens when you think you're untouchable, when you think you can hide behind power and money, when you think you can manipulate the system to protect the monsters. There's no forgiveness, no redemption, just endless punishment.